What is it?
That's our clearance case, and most of them are Tauruses.
Well, we're gonna start part 2 off with that, because I asked him, I was like, what are these guns? Okay, clearance guns.
So yeah, a lot of them are Taurus. We got a couple just ATIs, IOI.
I'm just so cool to Taurus. I mean, there's just all their autos, revolvers. I'm just not. There's so many other awesome guns that need airtime in TMP that I want to.
So and then we have some other ones in here that like that PX4.
There's some good guns in here.
It's just a double action only. Not a lot of people like that one.
Which one?
This guy right here, the PX4.
Okay.
It's just double action only.
Right.
So
$479 on a PX4 Storm. What's wrong with that Nitron rail? That's a good
nothing.
SIG.
It's just a full size, and so we put it over here just trying to help it out a little bit. And obviously you can see
that. That's a certified pre-owned too,
that's
dude.
Certified pre-owned.
I haven't used that big word, certified. That's awesome.
We got some mosquitoes over here. Wonder why they're in the special case.
I feel bad for this poor SIG. He has no business being in here with all these losers. Dude, same with that M&P 9. He shouldn't be in here.
Yeah, that one's one of my favorites.
This should be re-entitled the Losers Case. It's like the island of misfit toys.
Yeah, this is
Christmas is coming up.
This is where our
Maybe
guns
you
go
ought to visit Gunnies. I'm gonna save some dollars. What were you saying?
This is where our guns go to die, pretty much,
It's
right
like
here.
the graveyard. Get that SIG out of there. I'm reviewing that gun. Poor fella. Come out and shoot with us. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go back to pistols. We'll hit this. Here's Smith & Wesson. Well, actually, there's some Ruger LCRs. I reviewed that. Love it. Still prefer the 38 Special version. Some Airweight Smith & Wessons. Not going to go over the specific models. Love the Smith & Wesson. I reviewed the Model 638. Oh, dude, we got to show some love to that one right there. Check this. This is the Smith & Wesson competitor to the Taurus Judge series.
The Governor.
The Governor? There's the Governor series, $800.
This one's got the Crimson Trace. The standard model without Crimson Trace runs right around $600. So you're a couple of $100 more, you get into the Crimson Trace laser grips that are actually branded Smith & Wesson.
Right.
Some people love the lasers on there. But yeah, great gun. Really cool how it works. 410, 45 long Colt, 45 ACP. And the cool thing that they did is that they have a couple different kind of moon clips you can use. You can use the 2-shot moon clips, and you can do like a Dutch load. You can do 245 ACP, 245 long Colt, and then 2410.
So you can mix and match.
Mix and match. You can
Good
do
luck
whatever.
keeping track of all those in your cylinder. Hey, am I shooting 45 now, or am I shooting?
Exactly.
You won't.
Or they give you a full, complete moon clip, and you can shoot all 45 ACP if you wanted to go that route.
The 45 ACP option with the Governor is a huge plus.
It's a very, very nice.
45 still expensive, but compared to 45 long Colts, probably less expensive.
Yeah, definitely less, about half. And then we've got, they put tritium
big
night
dot.
sights. Very nice that they did that.
Love it. Guys will be taking me to task. I go, wait a minute, nutnfancy, you hate the Judge, but you like the Governor. What's going on? First off, I'm going to go on record and say, yeah, I do like the Governor. I'm laughing because I know my viewers so well. They're going to say, well, I don't get it. How about this? Quality levels. Number one. 45 ACP versatility, tritium.
And Smith & Wesson's just a little bit nicer. They
nicer.
They have a lot better cylinder lockup, not as much in shake after the revolver's been fired a lot, not like on the Tauruses where you're getting a lot of movement.
So have you seen Tauruses like that, like Judges that have had a lot of rounds and they're kind of like rickety?
Yeah, they're just kind of, the cylinder just
They're kind of like the car you drive, right?
Exactly.
Just squeaks, there's rattles, you're not sure where they're coming from. You just try to put it out of your mind and drive down the road.
Exactly.
Welcome to the world of Taurus.
Point A to point B.
Now guys are going to roll in, wait, I have a Taurus, I love it. I know, we're kind of messing around here, guys.
But the Governor is definitely a nice thing. Smith & Wesson, they definitely kind of copy a lot of people, but I think they do it and they do it good. You know, they just don't copy someone and then just call it, you know, just say, hey, this is our product. No, they actually take it a step further.
As a consumer, Brian, I actually like that, as long as, like you're saying, they're making improvements and maybe they're offering higher value. Remember, value isn't just about the price tag, it's about the quality you're getting. And I will still hit this up, by the way. Let me throw this in real quick. That is a very special use gun. This is not a gun I'm going to go walking, you know, down the street with as concealed carry myself. Maybe some others will. It's a great car gun. It's a great snake gun. Stuff I said in the Taurus review. It's special. I think it's a fun recreational gun to go out and shoot 410s out of it.
Definitely.
you know, just shoot the 45 long Colt, whatever you want. In that POU, it makes a lot of sense. What were you going to say?
And then just another good thing is Smith & Wesson and their customer service. One of the best in the industry.
It is outstanding. I've used it a couple times.
I've sent it back a couple things, and they've gone above and beyond helping me out, sending me with free extras, just because that's just what they do. They take care of their consumer.
Yeah.
They take care of the people that keeping them in business. So
love it. That's a cool gun. There you go. The Governor Mini Review. This is also an awesome, awesome gun in the project. This is a Model 60 Pro Series. Oops, sorry. I just decreased the value of that gun by like $150. I'm kidding. I love this gun. It is awesome. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because you're going to see it in the Nut and Fancy project. We've been shooting it. Excellent. The trigger's a little bit stiff on it. This one has a tritium dot on the front. Awesome. What I love about this is it's a great training gun for a J-frame.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's stainless steel frame, it can take a lot of rounds. It's plus P rated.
Yep, 3-inch barrel on there.
Love the longer barrel. I like the slab sides. It's kind of special with the Pro Series. Just a beautiful gun. Your price $669. Again, every price I'm seeing here, guys, is probably beating the competition that I've shown on camera. I'm dead serious. These are excellent prices you're seeing.
We got to stay competitive in today's market, and so that's just one of the things that we can do is just, you know, keep our prices low, and it brings back customers.
Also, Wyatt was saying that people around here are like really cheap.
Very price conscious. Like,
that's how you say it.
Yeah.
You say price conscious. Okay, so price conscious. And actually, ain't nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And
so we're
like-
kind of kidding around.
Like you said earlier, 2 colleges are right next to here, BYU and UVU. So you get a lot of college kids who just want to stay, you know, a little
well armed and ready for the apocalypse.
Exactly, and you know,
just say it,
for
dude.
The zombies.
Go for it.
Yep.
The zombies. Here we go again. Okay, that's Smith & Wesson compact revolvers. Let me jump down here.
A lot of these are
Some Night Guard series.
frames and stuff down
Beautiful. Love the 686. That's a 7-shot. That's the one I reviewed right there in the Nut and Fancy project. Not that exact gun, the type. That's a 7-shot 686. Beautiful. I just love the revolvers. This one I love right here. That's a 44 Magnum 329. Scandium frame, right?
Yep.
This thing will rock your world if you shoot
Scandium
it.
frame with the titanium cylinder.
Love this gun. Love it, love it, love it, love it. The one thing I don't love about it is the chambering, just because it's going to be so expensive to shoot. That's a $1,000 gun. Those grips, by the way, I've shot this gun, and those grips actually soak up the recoil as good as you can expect.
They do, and they also come with a set of, it's either Pachmeyer or Hogue grips in the box. I can't remember which one. But it does come with a different, if you do like the more rubber feel.
Yeah,
like the wood.
and I shouldn't say soak it up, but they allow for some good controllability.
Yeah, they do. Just gives you a little bit extra pinky control.
That's a beautiful gun. That, to me, that's kind of a second kind of cool gun. I just like everything about it. It's an in-framed Smith & Wesson. It's got the fiber optic insert. It's like way light. Oh, and by the way, great, here we go, bear gun option.
Yep.
Great bear gun. You go fishing in Alaska, you should have that strapped to your side, or a Glock 10mm. If you don't have either one of those, you're insane. Maybe a pump shotgun with buckshot in it. Dude, what is up? You guys are busy.
Yeah.
There's like all kinds of people here. Stormy outside. I guess it's a good time to go buy a gun from Gunnies. There's some pink. That's not a Smith. That's a Charter Arms
Then
right
we
there.
can start jumping into the charters. And
Look
some
at
of
the Model
Tauruses.
57 right there. Did I get that number right? The nickel-plated Smith. God, that's so cool. 41 Magnum. That's a classic. Ugh, just beautiful. Okay, what were you saying about Charter Arms here, dude?
Well, yeah, we jump into some of the charters, and the rest of these are Tauruses down there and some Rossies.
Okay. Awesome. Not going to spend a lot of time there. Then we go into the Tauruses here. I'll just do a quick review. Ready? Done.
Well, that's not
What?
You missed some Rugers
No.
over here.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let's do this again. We're gonna go quick review of the Taurus. Oh, there we go. I like it when you throw light on there too, Brian. Then we got some Ruger GP100. Awesome gun. I don't like that barrel length. I like the 4-inch barrel length. Love the GP100. Classic. You'll see a review in the Nut and Fancy project. Just awesome. All those Rugers are just beautiful guns. Let's look at the price. So GP100 blued, $520, totally in there. I have seen that gun for a little bit less. I think the least I've ever seen it for is high 4s.
Yeah.
For the blued version. So you guys are totally ripping everybody off right now. You know what I'm saying?
We do what we can.
we do what we can. College, you know, the college students, they're like financed by mom and dad.
Exactly.
They got lots of money. They come in here and act like they don't have money. They have money.
They get
have thousands.
Pell grants. And,
Pell grants, dude. The U.S. government's
loans.
paying them. The U.S. government's buying their guns for them. Freaking college students. I'm kidding, guys. And by the way, I was a poor college student a long time ago, and yeah, I built up my arsenal then.
Yep.
The 226 West German I bought when I was a poor college student. I scraped, and you know, I used my money as best I could. I have no regrets, by the way, making that huge purchase. SIG P238s. Look at all the colorations they got, guys. What's your favorite, B?
Probably the Copperhead, not because of the markings that are on it.
Pull it out. This glass is so scratched up from all your gun deals that you've been doing. The Copperhead, is that one? I haven't seen this one.
It's not because of the marking, it's just because I really like copper. You can't tell my wedding ring used to be copper in the middle, it's just so scratched up. I just like the look of it. From Arizona.
It is cool. Are you from Arizona?
Yeah, copper.
Cool. Arizona's a great gun state, by the way. Love Arizona. Arizona, Utah, Nevada. Awesome gun states.
Very good.
Basically, they're holding down the entire union, those 3 states, for gun laws. Yeah, showing the love. That is a good-looking gun.
Yep, I like the
grips,
color on it.
Are those aluminum grips? They feel like it. Totally wasn't filming. I'm like looking at the gun, filming nothing.
I don't know.
I love one thing I love is how solidly that grip is on this gun.
What caliber is that?
380. Check this out.
That's a cute little thing, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably one of the best subcompact 380s made in the world.
Good little pocket gun there.
Extremely reliable, very accurate. All you gotta do is get past the 1911 battery of arms. If you're good with that.
Yep. Single action, so great trigger pull.
Awesome. Excellent.
And where's that run?
$4,000 for you today.
610. Let me see that.
Diamond plate one, I'm not super digging that much. It's okay.
And then there's a San Francisco special right here, the rainbow.
I'm really surprised that's not Wyatt's favorite. Wyatt's not here, so we can bust on him. He's busy. All right, there's a SIG P238s, and they're Diamondback DB380. Not recommended in the Nut and Fancy project in current form.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's not selling well. Am I right?
No, onesies and twosies definitely sell a lot more LCPs or 238s.
Right. Great concept. It's just not well executed. There's a Smith & Wesson 380 Bodyguard. How are those selling?
Great. Very good, especially for the money with the laser. And for those people who love to have lasers on their guns. Have that built in for 360, whereas other companies are over 400. Yeah. It's, you know, really good.
We put Allie behind the counter to be out of the way. Now she's back in the way. She stayed right where I put her too. Yep. Maybe I'll move her a little bit. That price on that Bodyguard 380's come down a lot. When they first came out,
they were
dude,
$450.
Insane. I was like, that's not competitive.
Yeah, Smith went through a huge price restructuring back towards the end of last year.
Good.
And they just dropped prices on all their J-frames, their M&Ps, the Bodyguards. Become really competitive with all the different companies.
I think that's really smart. Sell more, make less off each gun.
Exactly.
That's kind of your formula here at Gunnies, isn't it?
Definitely.
Wyatt's working hard on the counter, dude. Ruger LCT. Those are selling well. I like that OD version, right?
Yep.
Those are cool. They have an NRA special version out now, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys have that?
No.
Weak.
I know. Very hard to get a hold of.
How in the world do you not have that? I think I'm going to end the store review right now.
Done.
OD frame. There's a Kel-Tec P3AT. Love that. Have you shot that gun a lot?
I have.
There's a price on it, $269. That is a great price. Very pleased with your prices here.
Thanks.
Of course, I haven't gone out and like price shot these. I'm just going off memory of what I kind of know what the gun should retail for. I think that's in the ballpark. That's really good. Of course, someone's going to roll in the comments. Oh, my gun store sells it for $197.
That's because he does it out of his house and he doesn't have any overhead.
Exactly.
So.
And there's always cheaper. I'm not saying there isn't, but I like keep my local gun stores in business too, by the way. Hey, dog, come over here. Right here, please. Good girl. Oh, you're so sweet. There you go. Down. She's smart. Go in the cubby. There you go. You get stepped on less often. Good girl. All right, so there we go. We talked to some 380s down on the... Oh, dude.
Is this what you're
We're
after?
like in day 2. Well, the reason I'm stoked is you don't see them.
Yep.
You can't find, especially in this coloration, the Kel-Tec PF9. 324 Cerakoted, not Duracoated, PF9. There's a black one here. This is just a hard gun to hook into. You know, you go to another retailer like Impact Guns, they don't have any. Every time I go up there, I'm like, dude, where are your PF9s? It's, by the way, we didn't do like a carry check on me.
You? Uh-oh.
You guys already know what it is. I'm carrying that very gun. There you go, Kel-Tec PF9, 115 grain. Jacketed hollow point, standard pressure. Yeah, if that's not enough for you, deal with it. I'm not man enough to send the 124 plus Ps downrange like Bry here. 3 colors of PF9. What more do you want?
I mean, actually, we got these just in the other day, the Parkerized.
$279 for that one.
We also just
that is Parkerized, not blued.
We have the blued one in the backs. So
They're
we do
both cool. I
we
can
have
take
all
either
4.
one and be happy with it.
Yep.
$299 for the colored frame, a little bit more, and then if you want Cerakote, it goes up. That's the best PF9 selection I've ever seen in my life at a gun retailer, ever. In the history of ever. That's a long time, by the way.
Yeah, whenever distributor gets them, we order armfuls of them because they sell.
You're smart to do that. It's kind of like your Mosin and Gaunt's back there.
Mosin and Gaunt Superstore.
If you guys are looking for a Mosin or a PF9, and apparently a Kel-Tec SU16, and also the sub 2K, you might want to call up Gunnies. They're one of the few retailers that will have them, and actually for good prices. They're not ripping you off. A couple more Diamondbacks down there, some Tauruses. Let's see, Springfield EMP40 there. I like that little Springfield. There's a Walther PPS. I did a mini tabletop on that initial. There's that SIG P290 right there. Pull that out, would you, Brian? I just can't warm up to that gun, dude. It's too wide. Look how thick that thing is. It's heavy. What were you saying?
The grip just very, very awkward on how they did it. It's not very long. Then you throw that extended mag that they sell,
right?
And then it gets you a full pinky grip on there. But then the grip is longer than the barrel length,
right?
And so it just kind of weird. And I know this doesn't have anything to do with it. I just think it's funny. It looks like a blunderbuss here at the end.
Pilgrims. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Exactly.
Grab that PF9, would you? I want to compare width-wise on that. So. This is a SIG P290, and then there's a PF9.
And then I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but the SIG rep was in here a couple weeks back, and he said that they're making the 238 into a 9mm. They're making a model like that.
Oh, dude, you let the cat out of the bag.
He said that.
Watch Allie. Stay, dog. All right, you heard it. SIG P238. They're not going to call it a 238.
No, I don't know what they're going to call it. I don't think it's the new 224.
Grab that EMP, would you please? That Springfield, because Springfield's not going to be happy to hear that, because they think. And then they got the Solo out by Kimber, which honestly I'm not overly impressed with, because that's taking a special ammunition. And it's extremely expensive, and it holds freaking 6 rounds, which I'm sure the SIG will be too. I bet you they go 6+1 in that format.
Yeah.
Which for 9, I mean, take it or leave it. But this is 7+1. Okay, look at the price difference, and this is the top of the line PF9, $325, half the price of that P290. Okay, this is a 40 cal EMP, which I think is a pretty cool gun. $1,099. God, you guys are ripping people off. I'm just kidding, dude. You can't control that. I know that. I'm just messing around with you. I don't know why they went ambi safety on the EMP. That's a compact gun. You want like maximum concealment.
Yep.
Unless they should make it a way. Here you go. First time ever heard in the world. Make it a way where the guy can shave the side off that he doesn't need, or the girl. Just have it so it's user. So you can remove the other side you don't need. Screw in a flush mounted plate, done.
That would be very nice.
Then you just got rid of a 1/4 inch of width and something that's going to be rubbing into your side.
Yeah, so that's one of the worst things when you have something sharp poking into your side.
You and I should go in business with these cool ideas,
Done.
dude. You're doing great, by the way, Brian. Isn't Brian doing awesome? He knows a lot about the guns we're talking about. He has shooting experience with a lot of the guns. All right, we got to press on. There's some other guns in there. I like those grips on that Springfield.
Yeah, those G10
right there.
grips are very, very
beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. What is that fun? Oh, there. Speaking of the Solo, I guess let's show that on camera real quick. That is a very compact gun, to be honest.
Kimber finally sent us out another couple models.
That's a Kimber Solo.
For back orders that we had.
Yeah.
But they just can't.
$700.
They just can't produce them fast enough.
Yeah, they're selling like crazy. Every gun when it first comes out sells like crazy when it's something innovative like this. I don't know if it's really innovative, but it's competitive. Let's say that. Wyatt's back with us, by the way.
I made it back.
Finally.
Dude, been busy.
These have been hard to get. I finally got a couple yesterday.
Yeah.
After like 6 months of waiting.
So
Yeah.
hold your breath for a while.
I like to run it with I like to test it sometime and run it with a whole bunch of different rounds. I like the width. The width is nice. It's real clean profile. Nice sights on it. Just the price. It's an expensive gun, and in their manual they say they recommend certain ammo loads.
Yeah, 124 grain or 147.
PM9.
PM9. Hey, do you have the CM9 here?
They'll not here yet.
All right.
Sold out.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, the Kel-Tec, not Kel-Tec, but Car. Which one is this? This is that's a PM9. Yeah, pull the black one out. That one's cool. I still have one of these. I still love it. It's always just been, well, same as the Solo. It's just an expensive gun. The CM9 gets rid of what, Brian? The match barrel?
Yeah, they don't chamfer not chamfer. They don't roll the edges or anything like that.
Yeah.
And they just don't do as nice engraving on the sides.
And they
stuff
took
like
the
that.
full auto selector out of it too, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So now
you
it's just
can't-
pure semi.
And you have to hold it sideways when you shoot it
What am I
too.
talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so back to seriousness though.
Yeah.
They just do some cost cutting on the CM9.
I'll show you with
Honestly, for the way the guys are going to shoot and in that distance, they will never know the difference.
For a carry gun, something like that you're not going to shoot all the time, you're not going to take it to the range. A lot of people
Here,
don't.
I'm going to put this white background, see how this works. Oh, wait, that's double printed. Never mind. Never mind. Trying to get you guys a better background.
There we go.
There you go. Awesome. We'll see how my camera does with that. Better?
Yep.
You were saying?
So they just, they don't roll the edges or anything like that, and they just don't do as nice of engraving. But I mean, if it's just going to be a carry gun, you're just going to keep it on you. You don't really need all those niceties, especially when it's just going to be covered up in a holster. There's definitely people who want the little bit fancier looking, so that's why they're going to spend
I'm all for it.
couple $100 more. And that's the nice thing; they give people options instead of just here's our model, buy it or not. Not so.
I'm with it. I actually like the different pricing levels. This is kind of a cool view. You can see Dogness laying down there. She's super interested. I'm actually listening. I'm acting like I'm not, but I am. I'm with it. I don't like that sharp edge right there on that CW9.
Yep.
But you were saying that. I mean, if you don't like it, take your Dremel tool to it, dude. Take your soldering iron to the gun.
Yep.
I knew a dude that actually did that. He actually put his soldering iron on it's like a Smith & Wesson M&P or something. It's just totally jacked it up. He dicked it up so bad I didn't want to. Oh wait, dude, that was you. That was in part 1. We saw that. I'm kidding. I actually loved the job you did.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It's definitely nerve-wracking when you first start doing it, and then after a while you get
You
sure of
commit, don't
yourself.
you?
Yeah, then you just have to keep going, or else.
It's called the point of no return.
Exactly.
It's like, well, it can go to the island of misfit toys if it doesn't turn out right. You're gonna see your M&P 9 in there next time I come in the store. Hey, that gun looks familiar. All right, let's go to the rifle counter a little bit. We'll come back to this pistol. This is a bunch of Glocks down here. Are you guys surprised how much they have in this store? I am. Deadly surprised. Seriously.
See the lever guns yet?
Don't get me started on lever guns. I love it. We haven't even made our way over there now. Or yet.
Hey, Ollie.
All right, here we go. What do we got? Talk to us.
Scar 17 here.
How often do you see those on any gun store counter? What? $3,000. That's kind of the going price for that gun.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. That's an expensive gun.
So I got
And you guys are ripping people off of that price too. I don't want to go down that road.
all day long. Bushmaster ACRs. We got a H&K MR556A1 here.
Roger, hate that gun. I'm dead serious. I don't like it. I don't like the setup. I don't like the... Hold on, let's pull this out and let's talk about it, and I'll tell you why. I don't like the price tag on that.
Yeah.
This is a 5.56 chambered gun, am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a 223 gun. It's H&K. H&K charges like 5 prices for everything they send out. I hate that stock. I don't like the grip. Isn't some of that stuff proprietary too?
Yeah.
I could be off on that. In other words, you can't swap it out with AR-15.
Well, no, you can. You can.
With the grip, you can.
Yeah, the buttstock you can too. This is just running a mil spec.
Of course, all these internals are going to be proprietary.
Exactly. So pretty much these things here, but everything else, it's kind of their own game. I mean, they even stamped the buffer inside there with their own H&K logo.
Okay,
I mean, this is
they're
how,
proud of their logo.
Yeah.
We get it. We've gotten it for years.
We've got this.
We've actually gotten bored up the backside too with that pricing.
We've
All
got
their
this
stuff
funny
is
thing
that
here.
way.
Everyone remembers this catalog that they did a couple years ago where they loaded the ammunition wrong. So this is just a funny thing how HK rolls.
That's hilarious. There you go. I just think for the money, hold on, let's heft this gun. Not light. It's probably around, I'd say, high 7s, low 8s.
Yeah.
Naked. You know why? Why would I go with that gun over an LWRC M6 series? I wouldn't. How about the Rock River Arms PPS piston gun? You could go any number of guns. How about an SR556 enhanced model from Ruger? That's the slim line. You want H&K to brag at the gun range? Go ahead. I don't like it. You probably will never see a review. Actually, I can tell you, you'll never see a review on that gun because I don't want to promote it. How's that for a rail session?
There you go.
Okay, what do we got here?
Just
That looks like an ACR.
Basic ACR there.
See, there you go. Sitting right next to it, ACR is less than that. The highly hyped ACR, and that's also kind of heavy.
Yeah, those are right around 8 pounds.
Why did they go with a polymer frame, Brian, and they come out with an 8-pound gun? I mean, there's all kinds of views on the ACR and what a mistake it was.
Bushmaster kind of did some things to it when the...
Holy freak. Oh, I'm recording. I thought I wasn't recording. I was like, no way.
When Magpul first came out with the Masada, the concept gun, which looked pretty much close to this, but with the folding buttstock that's on the enhanced,
familiar.
that was actually weighing about 6.7 pounds. So it was actually nice and lightweight. I don't know what Bushmaster did to it, but they sat there and they added an extra like 1.5 pounds to it. They moved the location of the charging handle forward, so it's getting in the way of people who are running lasers and stuff on top for law enforcement military applications. And so they just did a couple things that just didn't make sense. And you know, Magpul doesn't have the
manufacturing
capability to do all the aluminum.
Helping them out.
They can do the polymer all day long, but the aluminum's kind of hard. So I wish, personally, I'm a huge Magpul fan, and I wish they would have kept doing the Masada themselves and not contracting out.
I agree. I think the whole world agrees with you on that, actually. Well said. ACR, a miss. I mean, it's a $2,000 gun, too heavy. A lot of other options that are priced less. What's this one
That's
here?
the enhanced version there.
Okay, so that's an ACR enhanced.
Then we've got the SIG 516 Patrol here with one of their cheap red dots on
Hoist
top.
that. What's the weight on that? That looks lighter than other ones.
It's right around probably the mid-7s.
Decent. For a piston gun, that's really good.
Yep. Definitely.
And the barrel's not pencil thin. It's about a mid-weight contour barrel. There's your price. Look at that. $1,500. I mean, that's still up there, but that's the same price as this SR556.
Comes with some goodies too. You
Yeah.
got the sling, the red dot.
What brand Red Dot? That's their own.
This is their own.
Someone makes it for them, no doubt. But
Yeah.
what were you saying, Wyatt? Anything
It
else?
just comes with some goodies in addition to the gun. You see these out there for a little less, but they come stock without.
I would actually be kind of interested in that gun. The profile's not, well, it does kind of have the M4 profile barrel under the handguard. Let's see how thick that handguard is. Kind of thick. Maybe not. I mean, it's a good competitor to all the other piston guns out there.
Definitely some of the lighter piston guns
556
out
Patrol.
there are
I'll let you put that up.
the Ruger SR 556
The enhanced one. Does that stand for economy?
Yeah.
I've been calling it enhanced. I think I'll just make that up.
It's got a real thin rail. You
Yeah,
looked at that
very-
yet?
See, there you go. That's what I was just talking about, dudes.
Very light.
Look at that rail.
Made
That's
by,
one of the things I railed on,
Yeah.
no pun intended, and the review is how thick the rail was.
Made by Troy Industries, but then it's weird that Nordic Components makes the rail sections for them, and you can only buy them straight from Ruger. You can't buy them from Nordic or anything like that. But still, very nice gun, very lightweight.
Flip that price tag around, dude, so we can see. Whoa, that's like $500 cheaper than that SIG.
Yeah.
$1079 to $1080 on the SR556. If I was in the market for a piston gun, this would be on the list for sure. That I would look at it and consider it. And look at how thick the barrel is. And I would say it's about mid-7, maybe high-7.
Yep.
710 be my guess on that. Enhanced. I totally made that up. It's gonna be like
There's so
3-day-long
many
review.
companies with their E's and C's and
Can't keep track of them all.
Yeah, it's-
I try.
even for
There's a
us, it's
regular
hard.
SR. A little bit heavy. Very reliable though, as long as you're not shooting steel cased ammo out of the SR556. You shoot brass, it'll chug it all day long. It's great. What do we got?
They got a Bushmaster, one of the new Mo piston guns here.
Okay.
Stag Model 8, the Para TTR, Robinson XCR right there.
How do those Robinsons sell?
They used to do a lot better when they first came out.
Because there weren't a lot of other piston options
Exactly, yeah.
available. Now, not so well. I reviewed that gun, by the way. I haven't reviewed the revised one because a Robinson girl jumped in that review. She was actually really awesome.
Okay.
And she answered the viewers' questions. She's great. She's like, hey, we're working on this issue. I haven't reviewed the latest ones.
Gotcha.
Did you want to add anything on that?
No, it's a good design.
Yeah.
They're kind of over their head right now, the way that they're trying to sue Magpul and Bushmaster and Rock River over the whole bolt release thing.
Oh, yeah.
So
The Ambi bolt release down
yeah.
by the mag catch.
Yep, you got little old Robinson arms versus these huge huge company, so it'll be interesting to see how that one pans
All
out.
right, all right. Some other piston guns for you. There's a whole bunch of ARs
This
for
is
you.
our Bushmaster row here, just a couple different models.
I like Bushmaster ARs. I think they're good guns. One thing I don't like is a long time ago, they really reset their prices higher.
Yeah.
Bushy used to be in the realm of Rock River Arms, and just, I don't know, around 2003, 2004, they're like, here's your 30% price increase. So now one of their AR-15s is going to, well, here you go. Look at it right here. Give me a standard AR-15, your best-selling Bushy, and show me the price tag on that, yo.
It would be this one here without the gas piston. Just ever since they moved their facility from Maine down to New York, they just haven't been putting out that many guns. They've had a lot of problems.
Really?
And so some of these newer ones
because
here.
Remington owns them now?
The Cerebrus Group, who
Yes,
owns
that's right.
Freedom Group, and then
Cerebellum Group.
Yeah, who knows?
Whatever.
But yeah,
changes year to year.
Yeah, they own. They're just another subsidiary of the Freedom Group, and
this is your best selling, the piston one.
well, if without the piston, it's $1,000 in the Bushmaster.
Okay, well there you go.
It's just the standard Mo. Everyone
Code
likes
so
the Mo.
Bushmaster Mo is 1,000. I can get a Rock River for 800.
Yeah, you can get.
Let's go down and check it.
Some of the
Rock River, and they're awesome. The Rock River has a match trigger in it, 2-stage match. That one doesn't.
Nope.
It's going to be an AR rack
really
grade
cool
trigger.
thing Rock River's doing right now.
Here I'm saying that, and it's exactly the same price.
Well, this one,
on
this is their
version.
special. They've been doing this on their website called the Tactical Rifle Super Sale.
Yeah.
They do 3 different models. This is just one of them here. It's the Elite Operator with the mid-length gas system.
I like that. Actually, I love that gun.
Yeah, they're running the operator stock on there, putting ergo grips, the winter trigger guards, 2-stage triggers. I mean, they're doing all this stuff for $1,000.
3-round burst mechanisms thrown in there too, right? That's
free.
like this
That's an
month only.
automatic
Yeah, with no registration, I'm hearing. That's cool.
They do a version with the carbine length gas system with a handguard that kind of looks like this, and they're doing one with the carbine length gas system with this type of handguard that just has the front sight recessed into there. There's 3 different models. They're doing all
I'm
for
hip to all
$1,000.
those. Yeah.
And
I hate this. I shouldn't say hate, but I'm not a fan of this half quad that they got. It's just a heavy.
It's heavy,
very,
and it's
very
really,
heavy.
really hot underneath here, just because of these older school ones. Some of their newer ones where they've lightened it up a little bit and then they had put some holes in there. They added a rail up to the top. Those are a little bit better, but I'm still really keen to just this one here where they really opened it up.
Yeah.
Because Rock River,
It is bulky though.
underneath
It's huge.
their handguards, they run a huge diameter.
I
mean,
love that. That's
yeah.
the R4 profile barrel that Rock River does. That means you can do some volume of fire.
Definitely. And they run in it's about 750 throughout here, but
Yep.
underneath it's like
0.9, isn't it?
yeah, it's definitely massive.
It's like freaking artillery barrel. That's why I like Rock River though, because their weight, honestly,
It's not that
this goofy handguard, not counting that, they're actually in the ballpark. They're running about mid-7s on that. Okay, so I was trying to demonstrate the huge value of Rock River, and I went to one that's exactly the same price. Show me another one that's not all. How about, do you have an entry tactical or one like it? What's this? This isn't a Rock River,
No,
is it?
that's DPMS there.
Okay, well there you go. There's a competition, $800 for that one. And if you find a Rock River with a normal handguard on it, that's about the price that I have seen in past. Let's see if I'm right. I'm probably like totally off.
These are
$7.99.
A little bit more.
What?
Yeah.
But that's a match.
Yeah, this has got the match trigger. We don't really buy a lot of just the standard triggers from
You're
Rock
not
River.
helping me out, Brian.
I
At
know,
all.
I'm doing horrible. I'm setting you up for failure.
You don't do what? A lot of what?
Just the standard triggers out there.
No, why would you?
Just for a little bit more, you get the nice match 2-stage trigger.
Exactly.
Which they do some of the best just 2-stage triggers for the money out there.
Yeah.
That you're not buying one of those name brand
Let me
triggers.
see.
That's a Saber Defense. You don't see those anymore.
They're out of business, aren't they?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's sad.
had a
Because I
huge-
still haven't done my review on the SPR. They got busted, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
They got Cold Stone busted for some, I don't know, some other stuff.
Some shady selling is what
Yeah.
it was.
No,
there
that's
was a
sad.
huge bidding war between Colt and some other company. Colt didn't want to pony up the extra money, so the other company bought it out.
Did they shut their doors entirely then, Saber?
Yeah, they did. Well, another company bought out their
Their designs and
manufacturing,
stuff.
everything,
Yeah.
which they had some cool stuff going for them.
All right, cool. Well, anyways, sub 2,000 dudes, Glock 17. You're seeing it in person. This is a Glock version. $359 right here in Gunnies. Good luck finding these anywhere. I annotated you guys in my Kel-Tec sub 2K video because you have, last time I checked with Wyatt, like, I don't know, 12 sub 2Ks.
We'll show you some more when we go in the back.
Okay, so you have a few.
Yeah,
There's some
we got a
depth
few.
here in the store. You're not
Definitely.
talking one or two.
No.
You can't find a sub 2K. Love that gun right there. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Of course, the Glock's going to be your best selling, right, Wyatt?
Glock mag and 9mm. Can't keep those in hardly.
They
I've got one
fly.
left. I love them. I own three
I
of them.
love them. Do you?
Got
Excellent.
a rail on one with a scope.
Do you have the Kel-Tec rail?
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
thing.
I got the first generation rail. It sucked. It fell apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I called them. They sent me new barrel clamps, and put it on, and had to retrofit it to fit right. And finally, I just welded the sucker on.
Did you? Dude.
It works now. Now it's welded in
showing
place.
There you go. Another satisfied sub 2K user.
'em. Love
You never
'em.
see customers coming back saying this gun sucks, do you?
Never on.
Never. How about you, Brian?
No.
Never.
Everyone holds on to them.
Sub 2Ks are awesome. The only thing I wish I had is a sub 9, the predecessor, just for collectability.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
You know, the machined aluminum one. Oh, awesome. All right, what's this funky thing right here, dude?
That is a EMF. Just a little carbine. Those take Glock mags as well.
Really?
Or this is a JR carbine. Sorry, there's
Okay.
EMF.
JR makes that?
Yeah, just right. EMF.
And
kinda makes
ATI
sense.
imports that then. So American
Yeah.
Tactical Imports. That's $580. Takes Glock mags.
Yeah, Glock mags.
Comes with a rail, albeit a hugely fat rail. Hate it. AR, basically ergos of an AR-15. Oh,
mag releases on the
maybe
wrong
it's awesome.
side.
Have you heard anything about them?
There's a couple of people I've seen online who have them, who've tricked them out. They like them pretty well.
They like them.
Yeah.
Cool. I wonder how the trigger is on them. You probably couldn't put an AR-15 trigger in there. If you could, that would be a
It
huge
looks
plus.
like it has the standard trigger pins on there, so I'd almost imagine you probably could. I've
Maybe
never
you can.
popped
I don't
one
know
open.
anything about that gun.
Yeah.
Guys are going to weigh in. I've got that. You can. Well, you see, because then you could put in a really nice trigger
Yeah,
in that. That's
definitely.
probably the only funky thing about Sub 2K is it's kind of got a double action feeling trigger. Really nice let off. There you go. Anything else you want to say about these ARs over here? We can't show everything, it's just
Yeah.
not time. There's some Armalite ones. I think Armalite puts together a very solid
They do.
AR-15.
They make almost everything themselves, which is nice these days.
They
A lot
don't
of people
farm it out.
just buy stuff and put it together. They do a lot of their own uppers, lowers. They just do a really good job. They stand behind their gun with their lifetime warranty. and
Great
stuff.
ARs, the Armalites. I'm glad they're still in business too. Granted, they've changed hands a lot. Let's see what else we got. We talked about the Rock Rivers.
Really like the Smith & Wesson. Their new Sport, very good gun. Sell
M&P 15s are
oodles
awesome.
Of those, tons and tons of these. Just because of the price for $620, they can get
Well, there you go.
an AR that just doesn't have a dust cover and a forward assist, and a lot of modern assault rifles don't even have a dust cover. So it's just like for the average shooter, why do they need something that's $8,000?
I could do without the forward assist. I've always said that. That's mil spec, and no one ever uses it. I shouldn't say no one. Few use it. What's the barrel profile? Is it going M4 under that handguard?
It's running the same diameter all the way. pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah. And it's 1
That's
1/8
huge.
twist with a 5R
Yeah, it
rifling.
is. I can tell by the weight. It's 1 and what?
1 1/8 twist with 5R rifling. So they actually
Shut
do
up.
a really, really good rifling on there for the money that you're getting for it.
Well, there you go. We're back to the value formula of the AR-15 that
Exactly.
somehow Bushmaster has totally forgotten.
Yeah.
As soon as they got a name for themselves, they're like, awesome, here's your 30%.
Smith
Take
was
it and
nice
love
when
it.
they did this. They put out a
Good
model
job.
for the average person, you know.
That's huge, man. I like that. Smith & Wesson, there's very few guns they do that I just don't love.
Yeah.
Very few. And the AR-15s are included. The only thing I don't like is some of theirs, if not most of their M&P go to M4 profile barrel. They go
Yeah.
skinny under the handguard. I'm like, why? I'm not going to attach an M203 to my gun.
Yeah.
Why do I need
their
that?
New guns are actually running this same barrel on of them. A lot of their new models are running this exact same barrel.
Did not know that. Cool.
Yeah. So
good
they're
news.
kind of going away from the
I
standard.
gave him some heat at SHOT Show.
Yeah, they're going away from the M4 profile with the 1 9 twist. They're doing a lot of the tactical guns right now, 1 7, or just their standard models with 1 8.
I think 1 and 8 is a great
Very
compromise. If you go that, and I don't need an inch. That's not what I'm talking under the handguard and
Sure,
thickness of
yeah.
barrel. But if I can get, I don't know, 0.75 continuously, like this one looks to be. Actually, this looks a little thicker. I don't know for sure. Maybe that is 0.75.
It's 0.75. It's stepped
Okay.
down a little bit after
Perfect.
the front.
Run a
posterior.
0.75 all the way to receiver. I'm a happy camper. I'll take the extra weight. To me, Brian, that's good weight because that means more stability in the shots, less heat stringing as I'm
Definitely.
shooting. If I have to go some mag dumps, I'm not invalidating the gun. Like actually, the military's found out they're not digging the M4 barrels when they go full auto
Yep.
a lot.
Then the other thing that Smith & Wesson does is cool. They magnetic particle test a lot of their stuff. Like the bolts are, it's marked on there. Other companies just don't do it. They don't put the time into it, and they're doing it on a $600 gun. That's showing up all the other companies saying, "Hey, we're doing it. Why don't the rest of you?"
Man, that's cool. That's some great info on the M&P 15. Awesome. I need to run that gun sometime. I'll give Smith & Wesson a call. There you go. And then we got some Remington R15s. These are just way overpriced, dude.
Bushmaster?
Yeah, these are Bushmaster. It's a Bushmaster Predator and a special paint job. I think it's a great gun, don't get me wrong. One thing I don't like, it's not threaded, so you can never go suppressor on it or flash hider. I hate that. I know it's intended for the hunting crowd. It's not really a tactical rifle.
Yeah. But, I mean, some people do want the option out there, so...
Yeah, I like options, man.
I mean, you could do just a nice threaded with just a little thread protector on it.
Thank you.
It would take, you know, not much time on the machine to do
Kill
that.
an inch off this barrel. You don't need that long of a barrel, and just thread it. And the price is kind of whack. That's what I'm saying.
Another thing is, I mean, they don't even put two-stage triggers in here like Bushmaster does in theirs.
Weak.
So, again, it's one of those things, why?
All right, man, dude, we're like 28 minutes into this, so we're just like kind of finished AR-15 counter. Okay, so we talked a lot. Let's go check out your shotguns. Did you want to show me some of that?
Let's go.
Well, hold on, let's look and see if it's quiet over there. I think we're good.
We're good. Let's head on over there.
Allie's holding down the fort under the counter. You stay there, girlfriend. Stay. Good girl. You guys digging this? I'm digging it. Poor guns. No one's going to buy those. Might as well just throw them away. Better save that SIG, though. It has no business being in that counter. Maybe. Maybe there's something about it. I don't know.
We got, this is just a couple of the shotguns. Like anything out here, this is just a brief representation of what we have. A lot of our other models are just in the back. It's kind of hard. We had to pull a lot of the shotguns down because of muzzleloader season. But this is just a good, representative. We got Mossbergs throughout here. They got the Winchester, the new SXP.
Talk specifics on which Mossbergs. You got an A1 there?
So,
no, that's not.
This is a 590 here. It's not an A1. Doesn't have the heavier barrel on there.
Some guys like this, though, because it has most of the features, but it's a lighter weight gun, right?
We have the 590.
Look at the price on that. There you go. There's your specifics right there. Persuader, Parkerized.
We have 590 A1s in the back. They're about the same price. So it just kind of depends if they want the heavier barrel or not. We got the standard Mavericks here for the people who just want definitely a cheaper gun, but like the Mossberg with their tank safety. Those guys there, 8-shot.
220.
Yep.
And look at the magazine. That's like a 7 or 8-shot mag.
8-shot, 20-inch barrel on there.
Dude.
And then this is probably one of our best-selling.
I wouldn't own it. Here. You might though.
Probably one of our best-selling Mossbergs right here. 280 for just a standard, 18-inch barrel, 5+1.
Yeah, the 5+1. I just for a defensive shotgun, I just can't do. There's so many that are 5+1. All the imported guns are running 5+1 because of the regulations, I guess.
Yep.
Would you own that gun?
No, I'm a Remington fan. I have.
Really? So have you shot Mossbergs?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've shot plenty of
guns.
Mossbergs. They are. It's just personal preference.
Nothing wrong with that. We all have them.
And then you got some of your Remingtons here. This is a 20 gauge home defense here.
Where's your flashlight, dude?
Right here. Always on me.
Yeah, buddy. There you go. Nice. 350.
So that's for the 20 gauge 6+1. Then this guy here. This is your.
That's a 6+1.
Yeah.
Cool. That would be a good ladies gun, the 20 gauge. And I'll tell you what, I don't know if I'd want to be hit with a buckshot or a slug out of a 20 gauge.
Yeah. Still, it does
nasty.
almost just enough the same of damage without all the recoil. So very, very good option.
When you were a bank robber in your past life, were you running 20s or 12s
12s
on your
mostly.
jobs?
And then sometimes 8s, depending on.
8 gauge. Take that, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yep. So then this is our standard home defense 870 here.
Okay.
335 is what those are running.
Love the 870. I did my combat shotgun shootout in 2009, and 870 and the Mossberg 590, dude. I mean, I talked about them in detail. Still have to do the Winchester 1300. It's coming sooner or later. Guys took me to task. Are like, wait.
Now they don't make it anymore.
Right. Well, that's why I didn't review it. I'm like, well, I don't think there's a lot of interest, but lately I've been hearing guys that want me to do a tabletop, so I'll do it. These are awesome guns. They're just awesome. And milled steel receiver on these. Yeah. I mean, they got the polymer trigger guard. I don't really care about that. It's not huge. Some guys have real issue with that. What were you going to say?
Oh, I'm just saying, and if those people who want, a rail system here for putting on a red dot or something on there, it comes with ghost ring sights. They're very, very accurate. I own the same model. I've switched out the barrel. I put on just a standard bead-sided barrel, threw on an excess banded front sight. just because I'm going to get the barrel vane comped, and I just don't want to have to deal with the threads of the muzzle brake up there. But very, very good gun. I've shot thousands of shells through mine. Very reliable, not a single hiccup.
In
with it.
recreational or bank jobs?
Bank jobs,
Yeah.
armor car holdups, stuff like that. Pretty much, if you saw the movie,
Brian can hang, can he?
if you saw the movie The Town, that was based off me. So
That's right. I knew you had some fame to you.
I had to change my accent.
460 on that one. To me, if I was to buy between these two, I'd buy this one.
Yeah.
For that, because now I can red dot
It's
it. And
already
it has
drilled
to go
and
through.
tapped.
Yeah, I don't have to fool around with
Yeah,
it.
most
It's done.
gunsmiths charge $20 to drill and tap each individual hole, and there's 4, so that's $80 right there.
I'm with it.
This is $90, so I mean, it saves itself just getting it done already.
I like that sight presentation on there.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to not aim at those folks there. There we go. I'm like filming with the right hand, aiming guns with the left. That's a cool ATAX pattern
Yeah.
on that
And
one.
The next one's almost the same. It just has a speed feed 4 stock on here with the ATEX camo. But other than that, it's the same gun.
I don't like the pistol grip on that. I've shot it, and it's just too narrow for me.
Gotcha.
It's just, and you can't do nothing with it. You're stuck with it. How about these armor locked ones, man? I've heard different things about these.
They're kind of hit and
and
miss, depending
some
on the
people are
person.
saying they're not so awesome, that you can actually get some salt water under there and it rusts the crap out of it. Have you heard of
I
that
haven't
at all?
heard anything like that with us not being close
And
to
don't
the
take
coast.
that as gospel. I'm just throwing
Yeah.
some stuff out to
But, I
Ice
mean,
Master here.
I think the reason why they tried doing this model is to get in some of the market, like the Benelli Novas and stuff
Yeah,
like
the
that,
Nova's been
where
doing
they
the
do
polymer shell.
Yeah, when they do a 3.5 inch 2 and all
Mm-hmm.
this is a standard model. But I mean, it's just kind of bulky, kind of big, and then some of the rails that are on top are like crooked, coming from the factory. Like
Oh,
they're
that's not
straight.
good, dude.
So it's just.
Oh, dude, that one is right there.
Yeah.
Look.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not a huge fan. I love the 870s, but the 887.
That is not
fan.
good publicity for Remington.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just tell it as it is. You want a good product, you'll get love. If you don't, you're going to get some flack. Yep, 887 Nitro Magnum. Not getting good review right here.
Then other than that, I mean, we
Love
try
that 870 right here. That is awesome.
we try to keep in some of the Benelli semi-autos in. We got an M2 right here with the pistol grip. We got a standard one in the back without the pistol grip.
Making sure
M4s.
dog's still there. Look at what an awesome dog she is. Totally chilling out. Good girl. You stay. You stay. No go. She's looking for me. You stay. Right there. Sorry, man.
No,
I'm
you're
back
fine.
with you. I got to check in with my girlfriend, my black girlfriend, make sure she's good.
Benelli M4s are really hard to get a hold of, but those are definitely the cream of the crop when it comes to the semi-auto shotguns out
Roger
there.
that. Hate them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they're overpriced.
Yeah,
I think
they
the Benelli overpriced.
Benelli
They don't run light
overpriced.
loads.
Yeah.
I've had 2 of them. I've owned Super
Gotcha.
90s times 2. They will not take low base rounds. You're going to have to load for them or run something hot.
Yeah.
They're a recoil operated shotgun. If you run them with a right load, I'm kind of kidding when I say I hate them. I don't hate them. They're just expensive to run. They're expensive to buy. They're expensive to run. This thing will run everything. You throw whatever you want in there, it just racks it.
That's the benefit with the pump there.
The FN SLP, that runs light loads. You have to throw in a different piston on that.
Yeah, there's a different kit that you throw in there and just
What's
switch
your
it out.
price on that? It's going to be running about $950, $999. Whoa, you guys are ripping people off.
This one's
man.
a pistol grip model with the cantilevered scope mount and stuff
Okay,
like that.
so it has some upgrades.
Yeah, this one, they do the standard models, which are a little bit less.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
That's
is
my
just-
favorite. It's a standard rifle stock, not the pistol grip version. But
Sure.
I just think that's a better option than a Benelli. Now, again, if guys load for the Benelli, it is a strong gun. It's extremely durable.
And everyone, I mean, will report something different. I hear people say, yeah, it runs light loads. Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, every gun I think is going to be a little bit different. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, Benelli definitely does charge a lot for their stuff just because it's all imported and stuff like that. And they
Yeah.
have the name to go with it. I own this one here, this Remington
That's a Remington
1100.
TAC, right?
Yeah,
Or is that-
they don't make this model anymore. This is the TAC 2. I own this exact model. I bought this from the shop here a couple months back.
Yeah.
And I've had lots of luck with it. Now, same thing with this.
It's the
Doesn't
same thing. It doesn't like
doesn't
the
like
field
the light
loads.
loads, yeah. But
It
I
doesn't
mean,
like it.
I can run some about the 6-shot high brass loads, and for the most part, if it's running about 3.5 dram or so, it works great. Very,
Yeah,
very
so I guess
accurate.
to be fair, I have to level the same criticism at that gun. It's
Yeah.
And the reason that's so important, I've said this in my reviews before, is because you need to train with these guns.
Yeah.
Hey man, just run the load that it will take. Roger that. Let's go to the shot shell counter and I'll show you how much those loads are going to be that will run with these guns.
Yep.
They're going to be probably 100% more, at least 100%.
Yeah, they are.
So you get a box for $6, something that will run in these autos. We're talking like the Remingtons. I don't know, 12, 13 bucks. Show us. Here we go.
This is some of the stuff I run here.
Totally called it right there, dude.
Some of these pheasant loads and stuff like
So
this.
it's double the price.
Yeah, it is.
Pheasant loads, to me, I call that high base. Break that out and I'll show guys why. You got your knife? Dude, look how fast. There you go. It's high base brass. Any high base load will run in these autos right here. If pheasant load, doesn't matter what.
And it's running 3 3/4 dram.
Yeah.
So it'll cycle in most autos, no problem.
Right.
But some of your, your gas operated, they just need that extra little dram in there.
True that, especially the recoil operated ones, like the Benellis. Oh, I don't hate the Benellis. Benellis are high quality as well. They're just kind of an HK type thing, you know.
Yep.
You know, they're just high priced for what you get, and there's other options.
If you're not part of the Black Ninja pajama party.
You know, I'm saying that, but we're looking at $1,000 effing shotgun, so
it's still cheaper
right there.
than the Benellis, which are $1,600.
Well, there you go.
So, but yeah.
Cool.
So the semi-autos definitely don't sell as well as the pumps do, just because for the price and reliability.
Is this a 930?
Yeah.
A Mossberg? Mm-hmm. That's a cool gun. I haven't shot that one though.
This is with the pistol grip here for $650. We do the same thing without a pistol grip for $600.
Okay.
Their stocks on these are kind of chintzy. I don't know who
They
makes them.
That looks like a chote.
Yeah, it seriously, I think it is
Chote
actually
machine
a
and tool.
Yeah.
And I'm not really digging them that much.
It's just, they could have done
it
something
looks
nicer.
Bush League, man.
Yeah.
It looks like something I would have bought at a swap meet.
Yeah.
I'm not making that up
yourself.
All right, cool. Sega, baby. This is a sporting. This is a 12.
Yeah, this is a 12. This is a 19-inch barrel here.
Okay, let me guess the price. Segas have gone up in price.
A
I would
lot.
say $680.
Right around there.
Dude,
Yep.
close.
Yeah.
So we're 7.
These used to
They've
be-
gone up a lot.
These used to be $550. We've had these a couple years back for $550.
And plus, you're trying to rip your customers off
Yeah.
too, aren't you?
All day. Yeah. And then they went up to $650.
Kidding.
And then they had this huge importation thing with the customs and ATF. USSG and RAA don't actually import these anymore. A different importer does. They had to get rid of the markings right
Isn't
there.
Arsenal bringing those in now?
Actually, this one's USSG. Some of the other Saigas are imported by like Mercury Hermes or somebody like that.
Everybody says it differently. Saigas, Segas,
Saiga.
Saigas.
Yeah. I'm not Russian, so I don't know.
I just say Sega because I don't know what I'm doing.
Plus the video game console. It's cool.
Segas rock.
Yeah.
Speaking of a Nova, is that a Nova there?
Yeah. No, that's the Stoger version. This is the Nova right here.
Yeah, that's a Nova right there. I mean, as a defensive gun, that I come down and I occlude that loading port, forget it. Not interested. This is what I'm talking about. Why do you need that open? I don't know. It just bugs me. That's a sporting handguard. I mean, that's what I'd see on a sporting shotgun.
Yeah. That's the thing with the Remingtons. They put the ribbed forend
I
on
love
there.
that forend. It's really good. I just love the whole setup. It's just a clean, conventional setup.
Been around since 1951.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Thank you. And it's I reviewed the Talo version too. It is actually a very unique camouflage pattern that was limited edition. Did you finish what you were saying about the Segas, dude? Mm-hmm. Do you have any converted 922R Segas?
No.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Look to PFI dude for that. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, those are definitely spendy if you go to PFI or go to Tromix or something like that. You can spend some major green on those things.
Roger
Get them
that.
tricked out.
He rips people off too, man. All you guys do.
It's the gun industry.
What up?
That's what
what
we
up
do.
with you guys? I'm kidding. All you guys are cool. How long have we been talking? Take a guess.
40 minutes.
Dude, close. 41:30. And this will be the end of part 2. Gunnies, Brian.
Deuce.
Dude, where are Deuce? Hey, Wyatt. He's doing an awesome job.
Brian's not boring you yet?
No, he's awesome. We're going to end part 2 right now. This is Nut and Fancy, Gunnies, Orem, Utah. We just finished talking about combat shotguns. Wyatt, 2. We'll see you in part 3. Signing off. Come see us.